best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors from north of the border, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
In the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And it would be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterbacks shake off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
And be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. How it's long distance now, let's go to that play.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Here's Fields. They'll set up the screen for Spears. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And Spears with another carry. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Fields now to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And that one too wide and incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
So this is what we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball. Run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
Off play action. McClure. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week. Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And he's able to get it out of there. Fielded at the 43. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And they will take over 1st and 10. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. On play action, Fields under pressure, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now it's Fields. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Now the try here for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
From the gun, here's Fields. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a QB, you'll notice he's worked his way into the top 5 at this point in the season. Throwing to start the drive. McClure over the middle, complete. That's Franklin. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. McClure. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. McClure. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. Been a nightmare of a first quarter for him. 2 interceptions, 1 return for a touchdown. As he starts again here, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Spears. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 2nd and 10.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Fields. He finds his man, complete. It's Logan. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Spears. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
Didn't learn his lesson the first time, but looks like a second early interception got through to him. Now he understands. Don't force a throw if it's not there. Oftentimes, running is the better play anyway. Case in point, he picks up a first down there.
Now Fields. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple.
At the 4-yard line.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields dancing to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down. And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season that could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. So the completion good for just 3. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Second quarter now, Toronto in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Childers, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. McClure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And here's a give to Spears. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Back to throw. Fields. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On the option, here's Spears. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Escaping the pressure right. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to bring up second down. That is his 951st NFL reception. So 49 away from 1,000, but 951. That ties him with Andre Reed.
Oh, I love the trigger there because Andre Reed caught the ball any part of the field and specialized in traffic, similar to what we've seen throughout his career as well. Does not mind going across the middle and making big-time catches.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Fields. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
And his kick is indeed good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And out across midfield down to the 45. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw. McClure. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Out of the gun, Fields. He finds his man, complete. It's Logan. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Back to throw. Fields. He finds his man, complete. It's Logan. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. Now a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun to give to Spears. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it 4th down. Jake Camarda sent on now to punt this away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here now, 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back him up halfway.
Delay of game, offense.
Well, they're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do
Still 3rd down.
is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really get you into more trouble.
On third down, Childers. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. A shotgun snap, Fields. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 44, Fields. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. From there, we're off to check out another game. And as you see, they were winners earlier this afternoon. Jaden Daniels, strong in the victory, as his guys looked better than a team that had won just one game coming in. And then lastly, on Monday Night Football, those fans will be riled up as it'll be a good matchup between their guys and what equates to be a very tough opponent. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side could play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
2nd and 2. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Toronto.
Looking to throw. McClure. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
And the Toronto first down.
They'll try the left side. Childers. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Holding offense.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. I think a lot of time when we see a sack, you say, well, you blame it on the offensive line, the quarterback, but here, maybe you just tip your hat to the defender. What a play.
Yeah, and I think sometimes they just get a sense of the play before the ball's even snapped. Kind of like a sprinter anticipating the gun in a race. They're off, and guess what? The quarterback's down.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Back to throw. McClure. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's White. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is good. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and quarterback Justin Fields heading back out there. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest. And this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Operating from the gun, Fields. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the gun on third down, Fields. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
This is taken at the 15. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Or call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Pace. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's up a 4th down.
So much
Understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Right back to Spears. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 57 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Play action. It's Fields. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this.
In trouble, and he's taken down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We've still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride, and I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm, they've been sharp, they've been on it, and they pick up another first down there.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. as we've got the final quarter upon us. We get ready to start the fourth. Up the middle they go. Childers. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now a handoff up the middle. Childers, a broken tackle on the run, and then just on the other side of midfield they get to it. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Childers, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Up the middle they go. Childers, and he will have a first down here at about the 40. 46 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
First down, Toronto.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. A beautiful fake. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And the Toronto first down.
The tight end in motion right. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Franklin. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
At the 3-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And his kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And able to get this out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Fields able to hit his target, Lamb. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Fields. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Over the middle, complete. That's Logan. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Operating from the gun, Fields. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Fields throwing again. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Go.
Looking to throw. Fields. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And his guys have made this a one-score game now.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And some room to work. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Childers. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Childers. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Up the middle they go. Childers. And he is going to have a first down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for Toronto, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.